Hello students, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the virtual world of business studies.
And as you all know the chapter, this is nature and significance of management. Now let me move on to the next slide. Here we are going to talk about objectives of management. Children, let me just define what is objective. Objectives, in simple words, are the end towards which the activities of an organization are directed. Let's move on to the next slide. In this slide, we are going to talk about the different objectives of management. For example, the first objective of management is organizational objectives. The second objective of management is social objectives. And the third objective of management is personal objectives. Now we are going to discuss each of these objectives in detail. So let me move on to organizational objectives. And these objectives are also called as economic objectives. Objectives set by management for the organization are called as organizational objectives. The element of economic objectives are survival, profit, and growth. Organizational objectives aim at prosperity and growth of the organization. Generally, it is assumed that profit maximization is the main objective of every organization. However, it is not true. Why it is not true? Because managers try to develop and attain a variety of objectives in all the management areas. The three important objectives as discussed in the slide are survival, profit, and growth. Now let me explain each of them in detail. So let us look at the first one, that is survival. The basic purpose of every organization is to survive and exist in the competitive market for a longer period of time. And it is possible only when it is able to cover up its cost. Children, here, when I talk about cost, it includes the fixed cost and also the variable cost. Moving on to the second objective, which is profit. It is one of the most important objectives of an organization because earning adequate profit is essential for survival, for growth, and expansion of business. As we all know, profit is the reward given to the businessman for taking all the risk. Let's move to the third economic objective, which is called as growth. Business organizations must grow and expand their activities. The success of any organization is measured by the growth rate, and growth is measured in terms of increase in sales revenue, increase in number of branches, increase in the number of products offered by the business, and also increase in the number of employees. So these are the economic objectives of business. Now let us move on to the next slide where we are going to discuss the social objectives. A business should conduct the activities to fulfill the expectations of the society. Undesirable activities should not be undertaken for maximizing profit. Now, in this context, I would say that social objectives of the organization deal with the commitment of the organization towards the society. Business organizations are part of the society. They earn by using the resources of the society. So they must do something to benefit the society also. The major social objectives of organization are: number one, assuring supply of quality products at reasonable prices. Number two, contribution towards desirable civic activities. Number three, generation of economic wealth. Number four, creation of employment opportunities. Number five, providing financial support to community. Number six would be offering education, health, and vocational training programs to improve the skills of the local people. Number seven would be participating actively in social service projects offered by the government and NGOs. 8. Using environment-friendly methods of production. 9. Providing employment opportunities to the weaker sections of society. So in this slide, we discussed in detail the social objectives of the organization. Now let us move down to the next slide, where we are going to talk about the personal objectives. The management must reconcile personal goals with organizational objectives to have peace and harmony in the organization. Individual objectives are always related to the employees of the organization. As employees are the most important resources of every company, and satisfied and motivated employees contribute maximum to the good health of the organizations. And therefore, Japanese treat employees as the best resources. Now, the main individual objectives of management are: number one, to offer competitive salary to their employees, which will help in fulfilling their financial needs. Number two, offering chances of promotion within the organization, providing them training. When I talk about training, it includes on-the-job training, off-the-job training, induction training, and ensuring personal growth and development of employees so that it fulfills esteem and other high-level needs of employees. Third, peer recognition, self-respect, respect for colleagues to fulfill the social needs. Number four, good and healthy working conditions for safety of employees. Workers may lose interest in work if their objectives are neglected. Management, therefore, must try to integrate the personal objectives with the organizational objectives to achieve the best results. Thank you, children. So here I would stop my session.
Okay.